you've been craving a return to large-scale RTS warfare with a modern edge, then Broken Arrow might just be your tactical holy grail. Developed by Riveted Games and published by Slytherin Limited, this real-time strategy beast dropped recently, and let me tell you, it's not just good, it's bloody damn good. And it's built around the bones of classic RTS design. Broken Arrow is here to remind you why you fell in love with base building, micromanagement, and map control in the first place. But the big question for us Ultrawide junkies is this: does it deliver the goods in glorious Ultrawide? And the short answer is yes. Let's first check out the key concern right off the bat. How does Broken Arrow handle ultra-wide resolutions? Well, both 21:9 and 32:9 aspect ratios are natively supported. With zero stretching, squashing, or pillar boxing, you're not just getting more screen, you're getting a completely big battlefield in your eyes. And in an RTS, that means more visibility, more strategy, and way less panicking when hits the fan. Whether you're managing multiple units, tracking enemy movements, or planning out your artillery placements, the extra screen real estate gives you a legitimate tactical edge. You'll feel like you're commanding the battlefield from a high-tech command center rather than squinting at a tactical map through a soda straw. But there is one small note for 32:9 players like myself. The HUD spacing can feel a little generous. I mean, the toolbars on the far left and the right, occasionally you have to turn your head like you're watching a tennis match. It's a little annoying, but unless you're playing with your monitor 2 inches from your nose, it's a negligible trade-off for the sheer immersion that you gain. I myself though, I'd have to say it's a pass on me. It was one thing that put me off playing, but again, the game was damn fun, so I continued to go with it. And on that note, there is no HUD lock or repositioning options at launch. So if you're hoping to dock your UI towards the center or to other places on the screen, you're out of luck for now. And it's not a deal breaker, but something to watch for in the future patches or mods. Broken Arrow is a love letter to the golden age of RTS, modernized just enough to feel slick but still rooted in what made the genre addictive. You've got real-time unit specialization and terrain-aware tactics, and playing it on ultrawide feels like you're cheating, in a good way. You can see the entire battlefield, and on a traditional 16:9 setup, your focus is tunnel vision. But in ultrawide, you get a total battlefield awareness. You can see flanking units coming, you can pre-position your defenses more intelligently, and you can monitor your supply lines without constantly panning the camera. When battles get chaotic, and they do, the ultrawide view lets you absorb the carnage in cinematic widescreen glory. Explosions bloom across forests, tanks roll through demolished cityscapes, and choppers zip by like angry hornets. You're not just playing a strategy game, you're watching your own war film unfold in real time. And the best part, the controls and camera play beautifully with the wide aspect ratio. No jittery pans, no awkward scroll limits, everything feels smooth and precise.
Much stronger on the front than on the sides. The training of our crews consists in maneuvering to engage the enemy from the flank, while minimizing the exposure of their own flanks. Tanks carry different types of rounds. Explosive rounds to engage infantry and lightly armored vehicles, and armor-piercing rounds to deal with highly armored targets.
Visually, Broken Arrow hits that perfect mid-ground between performance and spectacle. It's not a photorealistic showcase, but it doesn't need to be. What matters is that it feels grounded, clean, and tactical, and it scales up beautifully on ultra-wide resolutions. Textures are sharp, terrain detail is impressive, and lighting and weather effects look especially stunning across an expanded field of view. Watching a sunrise over a battlefield or seeing shadows crawl across a misty forest outpost is the kind of subtle immersion that really shines on ultrawide displays. The real magic though is how the game world feels alive when you can see so much of it. Units move in formation across a believable scale, shells arc through the sky, smoke trails linger, and unlike many strategy games, the camera doesn't fight you. It follows the action gracefully without cutting off corners or distorting the image. I think the biggest immersion I felt was the sound design. With the visuals already wrapping around you in ultrawide, this is the first game where I actually felt the air impulse of the explosions in my headphones. Many games have great sound design, but this game was the first to actually feel the air thumping my eardrums.
Which is not the case with Russian design games. This allows us to move backward to avoid being overrun, while maintaining our powerful frontal armor facing the enemy.
While Broken Arrow doesn't have dedicated spatial audio tuning for ultrawide, the wider field of view enhances the spatial awareness naturally for the audio. Let's talk frames and fluidity. Broken Arrow runs buttery smooth on ultra-wide resolutions, and that's not just for show. On a high-end setup, the game holds up its high frame rate even in high-stress moments, like massive tank clashes or explosive moments of lightning through the map. I pushed this game in 32x9 at native resolution with unit spam, terrain deformation, dynamic weather, and chaotic explosions, and it held up impressively well. No stutters, no crashes, no thermal meltdowns, and for an RTS launching in 2025, that's a win. Alright, so time to deploy the official wide play score for Broken Arrow on ultra-wide monitors. So, 21x9 support, yes. 32x9 support, yes. Ultra-wide warp factor does not exist. HUD sizing, well, I did kind of have a sore neck. Does it feel immersive? Bloody well it does. Broken Arrow doesn't just work on ultra-wide, it thrives. The panoramic view adds tactical depth, visual immersion, and a legit strategic advantage. While there are a few UI quirks on 32x9 and no HUD docking options yet, the core experience is beautifully optimized, thrilling to play, and visually rewarding from edge to edge. And if you're an RTS level with an ultra-wide setup, especially a 32x9 beast like the Samsung G9, this game belongs on your radar. So crank the zoom out, pair it with a flight stick cam view for cinematic drone footage, and record your battles like it's a war doco. We're just saying that there's some content gold here, and if you're a creator, this is a great game to punch in. So that's it for this ultra-wide review of Broken Arrow. Smash that like button, and if you want more widescreen obsessed breakdowns, hit that subscribe and hit the bell for everything chill indie gems to explosive 8K chaos. Drop your ultra-wide setup specs in the comments below. We love seeing what you're rocking. This is the Wide Play Gaming Expanded. Peace.